I think that today it's really difficult to find a partner in spite of the fact that the singles proportions are the highest they've ever been, in spite of a decline in marriage. It is very difficult to meet a partner because when you think about it, how are you meant to meet somebody when nobody even makes eye contact? So we've taken to our PCs, transformed our PCs into love machines, and we can hide behind the safety of a barrier. For online dating, it's very, very easy to sit at home behind the safety of the screen and become whoever we want to be. All could be lost if it comes to the point where you have the face-to-face contact and you don't have the confidence to smile on cue or to have the eye contact.
Oh, hello, Kay. This is Nick Baxter.
Oh, hello, Nick.
Say, Kay, next Friday, would you like to see Wagon Train at the movies?
Yes, I'd like to very much.
Well, at one time all ads were small paragraphs of text, and the first one was published in 1477. But it wasn't really until the 1690s that people started to use them to advertise for love and marriage, and that was when the first matrimonial ads appeared. There are many examples of matrimonial ads from the 18th century, and this carried on until in the 19th century. In the 1890s, it became possible. People began to worry that modern society meant that men and women weren't really meeting each other in a natural way, and they sought to supplement that by the use of things like matrimonial agencies, clubs, social clubs. In the 1960s, the hippie underground, the counterculture, tended to use the small ad as one of its key technologies as a way of putting people in touch with each other. But then in the 70s, it became that sort of underground ad was then borrowed by things like Time Out and later City Limits as a form, and that's really the beginnings of the modern internet profile.
Isn't love wonderful? Every time Corliss looks at Dexter, this is what she sees. Isn't love wonderful? And every time Dexter looks at Corliss, this is what he sees.
Over the years, personal ads have lost their innocence, and there is a very seedy and very sordid world out there. We're very aware that there is a lot of deception when it comes to personal advertising and classifieds. And I have clients that have got all the horror stories you've ever heard. People today will do whatever it takes to find a soulmate. Thanks to the internet, the world has become a smaller place. It's really just about getting out of your comfort zone, trying something new, leaving the house and stepping away from the computer. No matter how much things have changed today, no matter how much the personal dating society has expanded, we're all still looking for the same things. We're all still looking for love.
If you plan them with the other person in mind, and if you really try to make sure each date's a good time, if you do these things, you'll know what to do on your date.
The internet, I think, has, instead of revolutionising personal relationships, has merely accentuated existing social and cultural trends. Young men and women in particular aren't meeting each other through the normal processes of social and cultural life. And even though something like Facebook is different qualitatively in that you can, contact people around the world immediately, I think it still contains the essence of the small ad, which is describing oneself. We think we know better because many people on the dating market are older, and so therefore there's this sort of conflicted attitude. On the one hand we're romantic, but on the other hand we're prepared to use what used to be known as fairly instrumental and crude methods to finding love, such as advertising for love on the internet.
You're so pretty, even if you were ugly, you'd be pretty.
Golly, Dad.